This is a story about a Chinese immigrant that came to the United States to find a better future. Her name is Elsa Tam, and thankfully, she's my mother. I present this story about my mother's life because she is the person who made me become the person who I am now. Getting to know what she's gone through in her life has made me look up to her more because I understand her more and the experience she has gone through as well. This story will focus mostly on the events in her life during the 1990s in Hong Kong and the United States. Elsa Tam was born on February 8, 1959 in Hong Kong. As a child, she spent most of her time in the hospital because of her weak body. She didn't receive much education due to being forced to drop out of 3rd grade because of her sicknesses. Since she wasn't attending school anymore, after recovering from the hospital, my mother joined the rest of the family and helped out working in the family business. Her father, being the head of the family, cared for her still, even though she wasn't the first male in the family. However, she was the first child in the family, causing her to have some respect from the parents. Respect from the parents in the family didn't mean that my mother would own the family business, because of the family tradition of passing down the business was to the eldest son in the family. As time passed, Hong Kong's economy started to decline because of the change of government. Britain passed over the control of Hong Kong to China. Many citizens of Hong Kong moved out of the area and went on a search for a better future. Many people traveled to America because of the rumors of their economy beginning to boom during that time. My mother happened to be one of those travelers. She visited America in 1984 with a couple of her friends. That was the first time she experienced new and different people. Stepping foot on American soil wasn't as special or as exciting as she thought it was going to be, because everything looked very similar or even inferior to Hong Kong. Hong Kong was pretty modern despite the declining economy as it became closer to becoming part of China. While this was occurring, the United States economy was starting to boom. Being new to America was difficult for my mother because the only language she knew was Cantonese and everyone around her only spoke English. She had difficulty communicating with other people and she had limited knowledge to know where she was. My mother felt like she was muted from not able to talk back to others when people approached her, deaf from not understanding what people were trying to tell her about, and handicapped because of not knowing her surroundings and not able to drive. Living in America wasn't an easy task for my mother, but she managed to get accustomed to the American life. My mother has suffered many tragic events that had deeply affected her emotions and changed her life. Her father passed away around Christmas of 2001, and her mother has recently passed away. Her family has fallen apart to the point where shards of the word family no longer exist. My mother has been through many depressing experiences, and I believe that she doesn't deserve to go through agonizing pain. As my mother grows older, she gets stronger every day because of what she is forced to go through daily. She has been diagnosed with breast cancer and it's spreading. I really don't know how long she'll be there for me when I need her. The story is about her because I need to treasure her before I have to say goodbye and have the entire story come to an abrupt finish. I dedicate this to my mother because she's the person who made me the person who I am now. Getting to know what she's gone through in her life has made me look up to her more because I understand her and her experiences in the past more.
Once upon a broken heart, I was walking alone in the dark, looking for